Boss, we're back.
Welcome back, episode 2, Be on the Couch. I've just got the news in, 200 views on YouTube, which means we're the #1 podcast in the Gold Coast hinterlands suburb of Beachmont.
Yay!
Good news, congratulations.
Cheers.
Cheers to that, good news. I just wanted to start off with an apology. So my wife always tells me I'm a bad listener, which I don't believe, but on the last podcast you asked me a question and I completely got it wrong and just started talking about myself when you asked me about the highlights of the 2019 Cup run.
Oh, when I asked you from your experiences from that actual run, and you went on about something else. Yourself talking about yourself. Like
I'm not rude. I just don't give a shit about you. So, but what was the question again? So you asked me what were the highlights of the 2019 Cup run. But let's start with you. What were your highlights?
What were my highlights? Oh, that's nice. It was turnaround. That was. My highlights were definitely the Bali trip at the end.
Oh, yeah. I can't talk about much that I did on that.
No.
Yeah, continue.
You can remember much? No.
No.
That was definitely a highlight. But no, definitely winning and that Wellington Phoenix game. Beating Wellington Phoenix in the round of 32 with that big crowd there. That was one of my highlights.
It was good. I feel like we do need to go back to the Bali trip, but we'll do it after.
Yeah.
That game against Wellington was good. I remember, Cam Devlin?
Yeah, little Cam in the field for them.
He's a Socceroo now.
Yeah,
he's gone on to big things, and he plays for Heights in the Scottish League.
He was alright though. He was one of their alright players. He
was. But there was at some point in the game, I think about the 60th minute, there was a bit of a melee, and all in.
Yeah.
And you can probably imagine, we know who started it, Chrissy Marr.
Hothead Chrissy Marr.
Probably one of the biggest pests in the league.
Yeah, hothead of the league. Yeah.
He's a redhead, so it's not surprising. But he started an all-in brawl. And obviously I'm not in it, and you're not in it.
We run away. We ran.
And who came in? Big McGowan.
Big Mickey.
I think he had about 4 players. He has 2 arms, but he had hold of 4 players. I don't know how that worked. And Cam Devlin comes reeling out of this melee and goes to the referee, "Someone's knocked out my tooth." And he looked, he's got no front tooth. And obviously I'm the captain. I'm trying not to cry laughing. And I'm like, mate, honestly, no one meant it. It's an accident. No one's done it on purpose. So we're looking on the grass for his tooth. I think it's still at Perry Pike. No one found it. So poor guy. But he's rich now, so he's probably got enough to pay for dental.
Yeah, he did need a new tooth. I was right bang in the middle.
It was,
poor
yeah.
That was a good experience, wasn't it, that game?
Oh, great game, yeah. Great game. I think we were in a good run, so I think we all backed ourselves to win.
Yeah, we did. And then when we lost the semi-final against Melbourne City, the other AD team we bet to first, we had McGowan out missing, didn't we? So we had to adjust a couple of the players. And then, we lost that sort of confidence, didn't we, when you lose?
Yeah, definitely. Big loss. We had Peanut at the back. Which, Peanut, he's barely a midfielder, but he's definitely not a centre. But I think we had a chance of winning, to be honest, if we had McGowan in there.
Definitely. Well, we would have been way more confident leading into it. And the early goal, I don't think that really helped, because they went on and second half they come out and really peppered us, didn't they? Yeah,
it was good for a minute though, like Pengelly getting that first goal.
Good buzz,
and Pengas loves himself, doesn't he? So he went and celebrated in front of their coach.
Yeah.
Which didn't go well, because I obviously imagine they got a rev at half time, like, this guy's disrespected us, and we got dusted 6-1, so cheers, Pengas.
Oh, it was 5.
5, sorry.
Yeah, don't make us look that bad. But no, that was a good one. We had the Manly and Moreland Zebras as well, didn't we? Come to us, and they were sort of expected games to win. They were
well, I think in the Sydney League, people think they're better than Queensland, but I don't think they are. I think it's very even, and we expected to win.
Queensland's definitely a strong league. Some teams.
Oh, definitely.
There's like 5 or 6 teams probably in every league that are competitive, aren't they?
Yeah, no, I agree. I think Queensland doesn't get as good a rep as Victoria or like New South Wales, but for me, I think it is the best. Like, all the best players in Victoria are usually Queensland.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So do you want to talk about how we beat Wellington Phoenix? So what happened in the end?
What the
penalty shootout? Who scored the winning one?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I was on before. Yeah. So we had they missed 2. Scott made that worldie save, didn't he?
Yeah. Great save.
He made a great save. Ball, who missed the penalty actually in the game. Peanut handballed it. Didn't he? Peanut, one of the many things Peanut brought to the team. Yeah.
And he had his few exploits in Bali, but we'll get to that in a minute.
But, Ball missed the penalty, then he went over the bar, and then Bon Scott saved one, didn't he? And then, crazy. It was on me. It was me and Jake left. We had to score 1 out of the 2. Jake's known to miss.
I was shitting my pants. I was like, please score. Yeah,
you have let us down in the past at strikers with penalties, haven't you?
Yeah, but like, when you put all the things I've done, it outweighs it, doesn't it? 26 games of carrying it. 1 penalty's nothing.
Nah, so when I put it top corner, We didn't know what to do. We ran around diving on the floor.
Yeah, no, it was crazy. It was probably one of the highlights. I think probably the highlight of my short-lived playing career.
Absolutely, yeah. We had a good start of that game, 2-0 up, won it, and then they come back 2-2 right at the end, and it was sort of felt like one of those games where the team sort of fails and falls down and loses that momentum. But for us to win it, that was sick.
It was quality, yeah. Great game in front of I think like 3,500 people or something like that.
It was
one
massive.
Of the bigger crowds.
Yeah, and then the next game was Melbourne City with Timmy Cahill's first game of the season.
It was,
in Australia. Yeah, so that was that. But the Bali trip was definitely the highlight of the whole experience.
Well, yeah, we earned it. Obviously, making the semi-final, we earned a Bali trip.
We did earn a Bali trip.
We got a bit of cash, I think, from the club for getting that far in the cup.
Well, yeah, we did. But the day before our flights were flying out, they all got cancelled, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
So all of that money went straight on McGowan's credit card.
Yeah.
And he got us...
Good on him.
Didn't he? Booked us all tickets, senior player, as we roll.
I think he just wanted the points.
Yeah.
He was getting paid. But speaking of Bali, I think Scotty Halliday had a big role in Bali. What did he get up to?
Scotty?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Scotty Halliday, when he stole the bottle?
Oh,
and
yeah,
he got bashed off in an helicopter.
We were sitting at Finn's in the water in the bar there. It's bloody brilliant, isn't it, that place?
Great place,
And there was a couple of men sitting there, so we egged Scotty on to go and steal their bottle of vodka from their table, and it didn't turn out well, did it?
No, it didn't. And he's what, 55 kilos with clothes and shoes on. And these lads were big NRL players. He was screwed. He was done.
He was gone. He went and hid in the pool, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He got away with it though, didn't he? Like bought the bottles. We repaid the bottle and it was buy one get one free.
Buy one get one free, man.
We had a spare one. I'd love to share more stories about Bali, but I don't remember.
And
there's other things I can't say.
But
Peanut did get one of the boys got a tattoo.
Yeah.
And he had a panic attack thinking it was going to stay on forever, so we were trying to wash it off with sand in the sea.
Yeah. You made that sound a bit tame than what it was.
Yeah.
So you got one of those henna tattoos, the ones that were going around at the time saying that it scars you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So we obviously were like, Peanut, you've got to get a tattoo, bro. It's a great idea. Anyway, so he got Beantang tattooed on his back. Anyway, as soon as he got the Beantang, I think we showed him the article, it was like, Peanut, bro, like, you're going to get scarred. It's a massive thing in Bali at the moment. No. Anyway, Jake and Peanut both shit themselves, panicking. So they run down to the ocean front.
And I'm rubbing his back with
Jake washing his back in the sand.
We've never been closer than that moment. I did have to lean on Peanut though a little bit on the last day. Because me and him both got our... Well, I probably lost my phone from not remembering. But lost both of our phones, both of our wallets. And we had to get... on the back of a scooter all the way to the police station to make a police report so we could get the insurance claim when we got back. And we had no money, so we got there and the guy on the scooter was like, can you pay us? Well, we've got no money, mate, sorry. So we went in the cops and they also tried to shake us down for more money and we got no money. And then luckily when we got back, you had to pay for both of us for the scooter. I've never paid you back, but I'm not going to. So.
No, you got mugged in Bali, didn't you? You nearly got mugged by the police as well.
Yeah, well, were you there when McGowan went into Hungry Jack's for me?
And checked the security cameras?
Yeah, so I didn't really remember what happened, and McGowan, I said, I think I've been to Hungry Jack's, I think I lost it in there. So McGowan went in, no shirt on, short shorts, absolutely jacked, and went in and said, show me your cameras! Show me your cameras! He's lost his phone! Get me the cameras! And he looked through the cameras, and I don't even think I've fucking been there. I just thought I'd been in Hungry Jack's, and no, it turns out, but he's a good lad. He fights for the boys.
He does fight for the boys. Your phone was tracked later.
It was,
It was tracked.
It was, and it showed up. I got a WhatsApp from a guy in Malaysia saying, I will send your phone back if you send me $200. And I was saying, no, you've stole it. And then I sent some really aggressive messages and said, well, it's locked, you're never going to get it. And that was it. He never sent it to me, but it's what it is.
It's what it is,
yeah. It's a new phone too, it's gutted.
Yeah, well, he's not. We can't get into it, so yeah.
No, thank God for insurance. But we do have a new Fantasy NPL launching as well.
Definitely, good, yeah. Buzzing. We started last week, but now we decided to go a bit more extreme, change the rules, maybe make it a bit more interesting. Yeah,
especially the rains happen this week, so there's not going to be many games, so it gives us probably another week to get it sorted.
Get it planned out,
so similar to Fantasy Premier League in the point system, so you have pick an attacker, midfielder, defender and a goalkeeper. So the points allocated are 4 points for an attacker if he scores, 3 for an assist, 5 points for a midfielder if he scores, 3 for an assist, 6 points for a defender if he scores.
Yeah.
3 for an assist. 4 for a clean sheet. And you also have goalkeepers. No one gives a shit about them, but we included them just to be nice. They get 4 points for a clean sheet, 5 points for a penalty save. And negative 3 for a red card. So if you know someone's a hothead, like Chrissy Meyer, I'm not going to put him in my team ever. So that's the point system.
That's it. All right, you've done well to remember all that.
Well, yeah, so I'm maths teacher. In my head. But we've got, I think, about 10 people signed up so far, so we're hoping to get maybe 20 to 30.
Yeah. And if you want to win a prize at the end and you have to be a subscriber on our channel.
Yeah.
But yeah, you will feature on a leaderboard. We'll do a little leaderboard, won't we?
We will, yeah. I'm on the spreadsheet, on the leaderboard, so every week the leaderboard will get updated.
Yeah. And we'll try and give you an update of all the team sheets and names, so give you a bit of a help, but obviously you're playing against us, so yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to help.
No, we're not helping really.
We'll have all the teams from Squaddy with all the player numbers, and like we'll try to get position, so you know.
Yeah.
So everyone can have a fair crack.
Try and give you a bit of a help, more of an understanding.
Yeah. And there is a prize. We don't know what it is yet. I was thinking a merch pack, but we don't have merch, so.
Nah.
But by the end of the season, we could have had something.
Yeah, maybe a 6-pack.
Yeah, 6-pack. Yeah.
Yeah, could get something like that.
4-pack.
4-pack.
I can't afford a 6-pack.
No, but yeah, that's a good game. I'm buzzing.
It'll be good. So make sure if you do want to join in, there'll be a post on our Facebook page. You can put a comment down below and get involved.
Who was your players of this week you picked?
I picked Andy Pengelly.
Oh,
the best looking man in the league. I picked you.
Did you?
Yeah, because I felt bad for you, to be honest.
You knew the game gets postponed.
Yeah, I thought you might get a couple of assists.
Yeah, this week. Against Rigby. Rigby's marking me in midfield.
Oh, that's easy then.
Yeah, so it should be an easy game.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
In there.
I don't see any issues there.
No.
And then I picked McGowan as well, just a friend of the podcast.
Yeah, friend of the podcast.
And the goalkeeper, I just picked Gold Coast Knights keeper because I think they were versing Roy Youth and they don't count.
Nah, it's well, yeah. I guess, yeah, you can't really say that. They do count. The Raw were good a few years ago. They put too much of a young team out. They're not competitive enough. Well, they're not even competitive in the top division. So they're hard to be competitive in the youth
they used to have like Cyrus Demi and all the players were like 19, 18. They were decent.
Mate, that was a year when they brought quality players and like the best players around, the best young players.
But now, their mum's dropping them off.
Mate.
With a lunchbox. And they're having to play 90 minutes. I was there once upon a time.
Was you?
Yeah, it didn't end well.
No, it doesn't end well.
It didn't end well. 90% of people who go there obviously get released because there's only about 3 that make it. So like the whole of NPL is just players that have just been binned from the Raw.
You are right, and that. But like sometimes when you go to these young youth teams and stuff, and you play there, you're better off to play in a senior men's team.
100%.
Like with us and getting play, like some of the youth teams playing with like players like us, that have played for so long, that you learn so much and develop so much.
Yeah, definitely. I think there's a big benefit from playing with men and getting coached by like men, and they're helping you instead of like just heaps of young kids. It doesn't benefit you in the long run.
No, you do need a few senior players, at least 3 senior players in a team, just to help those young kids improve.
Yeah, I remember when I was at Rochdale, which was back then. This was like 2008, 2010. It was like the bigger club. It used to be before the NPL Queensland. It was the Brisbane Premier League.
Yeah.
And we had like the best team in Queensland for like a few years. And I came through there when I was 15, 16, and I got 2-footed every training session. Like they would just snap you. And you actually get better because you have to be quicker on the ball and get rid of the ball quick, and they actually help you a lot. Where now, if you're just playing with kids, it's all bullshit.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Can't fight it, don't hide it, just ignite it.
Talking about youth football, I got a question from my mum the other day when I was at training, and she come up to me and said, "Oh, why isn't it that none of the youth team, like the young boys, stepping up? Why don't they get an opportunity to play in their first team?" And obviously, to me, that's like quite an easy answer to me. Like they're obviously not good enough to step up. But like, can you break it down more? I guess.
I think a lot of the time, like obviously these people are paying a lot of money for fees when they're younger.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really mean that they're going to get coached well and become good footballers. Like they shouldn't have to pay this much money. Like in Australia, the fees are so high, the parents kind of want a return on investment.
Yeah.
Like if you pay school fees, you want a kid to get a good grade. But in football, you can pay as much money as you want.
Yeah.
If the coaching isn't that good and the kid's not naturally that talented, it doesn't really translate into them being a good footballer. It doesn't matter how much money you throw into it.
Yeah.
They need to be smart, athletic, and actually understand the game.
Yeah.
And sometimes the coaching in Australia, like there's lots of badges, but some of the people coaching the junior teams might not have as much, football knowledge. Yeah, and I think a lot of time, like they want to get them into the first team, but you really need to be a top player at 16, 17 to have a chance. And obviously we know, we've played in the league, they get a lot of overseas players, a lot of players from different places,
Yeah.
and a lot of the time new is better. So if they have a chance to get a player who they don't really know from a different country, they'll give them a chance over someone who's from Australia, because it kind of, it's a bit exciting getting someone from overseas. We grew up in England where I grew up with my dad and people like parents coaching, and football used to be like £2. You called it subs, and it was £2 every training session.
Yeah.
And there was no like significant fees associated with playing football. Where here, a kid who wants to be in like an academy that isn't really an academy, it's paying like $1,500 or more. Like they're paying so much money when it really shouldn't be that expensive. Like we shouldn't be trying to make heaps of money off juniors.
No, that's how it's just run wrong in Australia, isn't it?
It is.
Like, the money comes from the lower clubs, isn't it? And runs up to the top.
Definitely.
Instead of the other way around. But yeah, another factor as well, it's looking at that as a team's perspective, is that every youth team from 9s or even younger than that all the way up to 18s have 15, 16 players a squad, isn't it? And then once they get to 18 or 23 or whatever it is, there's only 11 players, 16 players that can actually play for that team out of the whole thing. So these kids stepping up, like if you're lucky if you get 2 or 3 kids that actually step up in a year, aren't you?
And jump. It used to be, so when I was coming through, there was no like 18s, 23s, it was reserves.
Yeah.
So it was like the players in the first team who were men and like have actually had experience, they didn't just sit on the bench. They sat on the bench, and if they didn't play, they play reserves. So the reserves was a team full of men.
Yeah.
And it was like good players that might be trying to get into the top team. So like I think we had players from like 18 to 26 that were decent players, and then that's when I was 15, 16, that's who I was training with. Where now it's like under 23s, and the oldest player is like 19, 20.
Yeah, if that,
And you're not getting a good sort of apprenticeship with those senior players who teach you how to play the game right, be a man, be a winner, and all that side of things. So when you're just playing with kids, you're not really learning the the nitty gritty that you need to know.
Nah, yeah, you're right there. So.
Yeah, I think they definitely should have reserves, 100%.
Back to reserves, yeah,
100%. It's under 23s. Like if you play in a first team and you're coming back from injury and they're like, "Do you want to play 23s?" You're like, "I do not want to even look at those kids." Like, no way. I want to be in the reserve. Like, you want to play with them. That wasn't that bad.
Oh, you as a senior player once at a squad, I feel sorry for those young kids that played under you. So,
look, I was nice.
Yeah, I bet you were. Yeah, you would have been a nice guy.
Did you want to chat about the results on the weekend?
Not really.
About how you got dog walked by Olympic 3-0. I did manage to watch it for a little bit.
You predicted 3-0, didn't you?
I did predict 3-0. So
obviously, it wasn't. Danny Lett didn't even play.
No, well,
so he didn't even score.
That would have been 6.
So I would have been. I would have got like it would have been 6.
I should have actually put that out to bet, because I reckon they would have been paying decent. They put a tip in.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
They were favourites, I think.
Will we? What do you bet? What do you bet the on soccer?
Oh, no, not really.
This year?
No, I haven't really bet at the moment, no, but I can. I'm giving out free tips, so...
You're giving out free tips?
Yeah, you can't, obviously, because you're a player, active
No,
player.
I don't really follow the tips and that. And usually they're pretty way off anyway. We have the insiders, we sort of know, don't we, who's going to be up there and winning. We had a bit of a struggle this week. We had Carlos, our goalkeeper, was out injured, so it's a big loss losing someone like that.
Yeah.
But 3-0.
Yeah.
Did you see their goals, Olympics?
I did, yeah.
Quality goals.
Yeah, good goals, yeah.
Good goals.
Good goals, yeah. But you can't blame it all on that, like, because you didn't score at all. And that's your job to help that happen. So you can't really blame it all on the keeper.
Look, mate, these things happen.
They do, yeah.
Like, there's nothing I can do about it now.
No.
Move on to next week.
Yeah, we'll get two wins is good. 2 wins is good.
2 wins is good, yeah. 6 points, sitting 5th in the table. But no, very... Yeah, tough to lose to Olympics. Sucks. Sunday evening games, motivation is hard to get.
Any Sunday afternoon game shouldn't be
and
allowed to go on.
Should not. Should it? Friday night, Saturday night.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, the boys deserve a weekend at some point.
They did, man. And then Sunday, it was a 3-hour drive home for me after the game. So that's an hour to think about every goal.
Oh, wow. And then, all the things you got wrong.
Oh, no, and then to sit there and edit the videos when I get home to make a vlog.
Oh, yeah, how's the vlog going? How did you get it out? I saw it came out the other day, the Cyclone Alfred.
Cyclone Alfred vlog, yeah. Cyclone Alfred and Olympic vlog. No, it was a good one. I didn't do one the last week because we had the, obviously the cyclone hit, so we evacuated to this beautiful house here.
Yeah, you did come here, yeah. I was fucking happy when you left.
Yeah. And he invited me back for a podcast.
Yeah.
So we had to leave, so I didn't have any internet. I couldn't really post a video, so I just left it last week and put one up this week. Went a bit longer, a bit of head tennis involved.
Oh, nice.
Bit of banter, but when you lose, there's no fun. Everyone's a bit down, isn't
I
there?
did notice the videos with the initiation songs, which is a classic part of any team bondage, isn't it? Great time. I think I had a really good rendition of Black and Gold for my last 2 clubs.
And yep, did you?
Black and Gold, honestly. I think Australian Idol should call me up.
Really? Well, as you're saying that now, beautifully with all of our followers, the 210 fans that watch and listen to us, would you like to give Black and Gold a try?
No. No, not right now.
What do you mean?
If we hit...
You can't talk yourself up to be a good singer,
the first
and
video,
then not do it.
The first video we do that gets... I'm trying to think of a number that's far away enough that I won't get scared about it. Let's say 10,000 views, or 1,000. What's more for
1,000.
1,000. The first video...
10,000. No, 10,000 people.
If we get a video that gets 1,000 views, I'll sing Black and Gold.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Yeah,
we can let the people decide how good it is.
Yeah. Well, I do the editing and I catch him singing all the time, so you might get a little preview of what he can do before that.
Good.
You can't talk yourself up on camera and then not deliver.
Nah, but I'm giving it as a little like treat, you know.
Yeah.
If they earn 1,000 views, or we do, I will treat the fan. I did love the vlog you did with the initiation songs. I think it's such a good part of football, and it's funny to see in real life, isn't it? Because they're not as good as you think they are.
No, well, in the most recent episode, Roman, the expectations were extremely high. Everyone, because he's so good looking, you just naturally think
you expect more.
You expect people to be able to deliver more and give a bit more, but I don't know, like just everything, like just really let us down. Like it was pretty poor, but I guess you can be embarrassed as well when you go up there and sing.
It's very daunting, isn't it?
And then, especially when you have a camera on your face and it's going on YouTube.
Yeah, to be fair, like I've done a few initiations and there was no cameras, and I was scared ass, and you were probably the same.
Oh no, I'm naturally a good singer, but
I've been at your wedding, mate. It wasn't impressive. But there is a burning question I've been wanting to ask.
Yeah,
the elephant in the room is like, why are you vlogging? They're good. I've been loving to see them, but I just want to know why. What's going on with Be on the Ball?
Yeah, Be on the Ball. Yeah, new the NPL Journey.
NPL Journey, yeah.
Yeah, you keep telling me about that. Well, to follow my season as a team and a bit of what it's like playing NPL football. So it was mainly started when I moved to New South Wales, and there was a lot of young players there that just never experienced what it's like us, and not just young players but older players as well, and they always need to know. And obviously it's natural. A lot of these things is natural to us, isn't it? And stuff. So it was just an idea to sort of show them what it's like, and it's sort of fun to make, a bit enjoyable. I sort of try and make a bit of banter in there. I'm trying to keep it a little bit professional, but also I do want to make
a bit of fun.
Yeah, a bit of fun. I make it enjoyable to watch. I do all the editing myself and all the videos myself, so it does take time. And I am new to it.
No, you've been doing really good. Like you're not the sharpest tool in the shed. Let's be real. But you're actually doing really well with your editing. It's good.
Why would you say that?
That's because.
Can't fight it, don't hide it, just ignite it.
Do you think a lot of the kids like there, because obviously you moved down to Empire Vale in Ballina, they don't really have many NPL teams around that area, so it's pretty good to have you down there coaching them, and they get to see what it's kind of like.
Oh, definitely, yeah, definitely. There's a lot of young teams. I joined Pottsville Beach Football Club, so a local club, which was halfway to my training session, and it was just a sort of pick it up on the way through, so it saved my long drive to all the way to Gold Coast. So I picked it up last year, and there wasn't any coaches there in the whole club.
Wow.
So there was one SAP coach that they got him to come in that was leading, so I took over his role and become that. But so everyone's coached by just parents, and like sometimes it's parents that have no passion, and these kids are not getting exposure to any good football. Then the standard in Australia is never going to improve because you know what I mean. They haven't experienced what I've experienced in life, and to be given that best opportunity, just because you got good academy coaching and you're at these top clubs, you're going to be a professional. It doesn't mean that. You know what I mean? But it gives you a better chance getting good coaching from a young age. They're the most prime ages to learn. So my idea was to do this and to jump online and to promote that, to sort of showcase a little bit what it's about. And then the Be on the Ball website, which is a thing that's getting launched, a process at the moment to do it. And that's all training tips and drills to sort of like help young kids and give you a little understanding of what you guys can do at home. Because there's so much stuff that you can do at home.
Yeah, for sure.
That and players can do. Loads of young players now are actually training in a park, aren't they, and stuff, and doing extra stuff.
Yeah.
So that will only make you better as a player.
And we know the difference between like being an average player and a good player is the extras that you do.
Yeah.
So having your website's pretty good. You get to see what someone who is above their level does every week in, week out. Gives you a few tips. It's good.
Good. No, it is good. I've had a good responses so far. So, but I'll keep going. I'll keep trying to do the edits. I'll keep trying to make you laugh on some of the videos.
Is it 1,000 views for both videos at the moment?
Over 1,000 for the first two, and then the next one. It's going good so far, mate.
It's going good. And that's why I've had a few people like, why is it B on the couch with just the B?
Yeah.
And we can spell. Well, I can spell. So, it's not a typo. It's not a typo. We're just filling in with the brand, giving a bit of continuity for B on the ball, B on the couch.
We've got definitely loads of new B on whatever coming in the future.
It might be a golf series, B on the green.
B on the green. Yeah, we definitely like that one.
Yeah, we'll think of some new ones as we go along.
Yeah, good. Did you watch the subs bench the other day?
I did. I was really happy with it, and I know why you're bringing it up because you're not happy with it.
I can't believe he didn't.
It was
Benny
really
Ryan, bro.
Yeah.
He's not signing for you, mate. He's not signing for you. Why is he messaging you? Why is he trying to hit you?
No, we'll get into it.
Does he know you're retired?
Don't be upset. But there is another football podcast in Brisbane or Southeast Queensland called the Subs Bench.
Yeah.
Where fans Ben Ryan, Tommy Carroll, and Dusty.
Yeah. So big fans.
Real good lads. TC. I've got a few stories about him, but I don't think I can tell them on camera.
Well, we're going to start that rivalry now.
We're not going to start the rivalry.
After bullying Jake last episode.
They call me Harry Potter. Which, to be fair, I have contacts in, and if I put my glasses on, I'm a spitting image. They also... I am allergic to cats, which you did bring up. You did make fun of me for that, but it was very nice of him to bring us up on the podcast.
Yeah, well, that was nice.
Yeah,
it was nice to get a mention.
It was good, but do you want to talk about the game they played at the end, or...?
Well, when you put me up against Jake...
Yeah, they had a game of who was the better player.
Yeah.
And they've said Fraser Hills or Jake McLean, and it was just a resounding Jake McLean.
Who from all three?
Nah, just Ben Ryan.
Yeah, the other two wouldn't say anything.
Nah, they would probably say me too, but...
Yeah. Well, Benny Ryan's just trying to... One of those guys that just try to keep you on board and bring you back next year.
Yeah, I think they want me to coach probably eventually.
To get involved,
But real nice of them to do it. We're big fans. And if you listen to this and don't listen to the Subs Bench, give them a listen.
Yeah, give them a listen. Yeah, they're awesome. And little game between us. Who do you prefer, Benny Ryan or TC?
TC.
See, Benny? Loyalty, brother.
Benny's an unreal guy, but TC's just different gravy, isn't he?
Isn't he? He did. TC actually played a big part in my Brisbane City season with because he was at Rochdale at the time and we were going nearly undefeated, and Rochdale were the other team in the league that was sort of competitive with us. And I shot from about 30 yards. I think it just dribbled. And TC just sort of dived over it and let it in. Cheers for that, T. Anyway, I never thanked you enough for that, dude. And yes, I appreciate it.
If you're scoring from 30 yards, it must be a shit keeper.
yeah. I do like TC. He's always been a favourite of mine.
No, he's a great guy. I also wanted to introduce a new little segment.
For us?
Yeah, for us, yeah. So, I want to ask you what your footballing icks are. So the ick is a new term. I'm sure everyone's heard of it. So what really turns you off in football? Like, what don't you like? Could be a pet peeve of football.
Well, ugly footballers?
Ugly footballers is obviously a standard one. If they're ugly, we don't even want to see them play.
No. Because you get like players like, I don't want to say names or anything, but like John McGinn. Like, you look at John McGinn, like, he just looks ugly,
That's the perfect example.
And like, I'm just like, bro, I'm better than this John McGinn, but like, I'm not. John McGinn is awesome.
He's unreal. He looks like he smells.
He looks
like he might smell. Yeah.
But like, actual baller on the pitch, when you watch him play the Villa and he's feeding the ball, you're like, mate, this boy, he's unreal.
If Jude Bellingham was ugly, he'd be still at Birmingham.
Yeah, he would, if he wasn't.
That's a good one.
He's got that nice tan, Bellingham.
I've been thinking about one that's really, really been getting to me recently, is how players are slicing the back of their socks. So you know how they cut the holes in their socks to relieve pressure?
From the calves?
Yeah, from the calves, and it's just wasteful. Why would you cut your socks? And also, all the players that do it have tiny calves. Like, to be honest, I'm genetically gifted from the bottom down.
Yeah, you are. You have got big legs.
Except the top of the bottom. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With the quads and the calves. And I've never had a sock that's too tight.
You never had
I've never felt the need to cut a sock. I think it's disrespectful to the club. You know, like you're cutting your sock. Like, how exciting.
No, I don't. I've never cut one.
Because I saw Bukayo Saka does it. Yeah. Absolute chicken legs. Absolute chicken legs. He's like a three-piece combo.
Fashion. It's a fashion statement. I
think it is a bit of a fashion statement. But like these people, kids look up to him. So then the kids are cutting their socks. And it's like, mate, you're playing Div 6 at Helensvale Hawks. Like, what are you doing cutting your socks? It's not on. It's not on. They shouldn't be doing it.
Oh, do you have any other icks? Because you seem to be very passionate and aggressive about these sort of things.
A big ick of mine is when a player tries to fight you on the pitch, like they're real aggressive, and then after the game, they're like, bro, great game, like, do you want to be friends? And you're like, I don't like you anymore. You know when they get real angry?
Yeah. Like Rigby.
Rigby, Chrissy Mara.
Yeah.
This is a niche one for all the players in the league. Tom Holton. Anyone heard of him? He's one. He's probably the biggest. And if
Where is
you know,
he? I don't know where he plays now.
I don't know.
He was a tough one, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was. You got any other Icks? Any other things that grind your gears?
Oh, nothing as good as that one.
Another Ick of mine is, I'd honestly say, I hate time wasting. Like when you're like 1-0 down and there's like 25 minutes to go and players are time wasting, like kicking the ball out, taking heaps of time, just get it in.
Yeah, but like, there's a chat I heard, was it a referee the other day?
Yeah, Mike Clattenburg, yeah.
And he said that if the referee or the keeper should hold it for more than 8 seconds, then it's automatic corner.
I love it, yeah, because the keepers know, they know the game, they're happy to take a yellow, because how often is the keeper going to get a yellow? Yeah. So they're happy to take it. So if it is keeper time wasting, automatic corner, if you're time wasting on a throw in, the other team gets the ball.
Turnover, yeah.
It's way better because players know how to manipulate the system.
Yeah, I know, I sort of do a bit of time wasting stuff as well, but that's just part of the game, isn't it?
Yeah, especially not fit. You need a bit of a breather.
It's part of the game.
No, he's
not fit, bro. It's in the size of you. Should be. Don't start all that now. But yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, you can probably see I'm wearing the England shirt.
Oh yeah, there's
2 from 2 on the international break. I think we spoke on the last podcast about the 2-0 win against Albania, but 3-0 versus Latvia.
Yeah, good result. Change the squad though. More attacking players in the wing.
Definitely.
Like you said last episode.
I did. So I probably should be coach.
You definitely should be.
I said Foden, he's not a winger. He's cutting inside, keeping it too much. So we put Bowen on, your best mate from West Ham.
What a baller, right?
West Ham, great player. It's good. I'm happy with him getting a chance. I think he's getting 28 now, so he's not really had many opportunities and he's in his prime.
No,
so if he's going to get a chance to play, it's got to be now.
It's got to be now, and he's going to get to over 30 and that. It seems to be hard to make the England squad.
Did you see Reece James's free kick?
Quality goal, wasn't it?
Oh, unreal. What a free kick.
Bend it around that wall. I tell you something though, like, he must be having it hard, like living in his sister's shadow. Like, she's technically a better footballer than him. She's better than... What is she, Deadpool specialist?
She's pretty good. Like he's not bad, but she has a lot of skills.
She's good, like, isn't she? So he's living in her shadow big time.
Yeah, to be fair, he's fitter than her. But that's it. Apart from that, like, she's better. Apart from the free kick, that was unreal.
Yeah.
I did have one issue with it though. He didn't celebrate. Did you see he didn't celebrate?
No? What did he do?
He stood still and just like big dogged it.
Well, it's Latvia, isn't it?
Yeah, it is Latvia, but like, if I scored for England, I'd have my whole kit off. Shirt, pants, socks, everything.
Yeah.
Like, you've got to go crazy. You scored for your country, and he didn't even look bothered.
He didn't,
Nah.
No emotion.
Nah, I think they probably get so much crap in the media, they just don't even care anymore.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Finally living up to his sister's expectations.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
No,
it was a good game, though. I think 3-0, those games, we've got to be winning 3-0 minimum.
Minimum. Yeah, as you said last week on the episode. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. We need to batter them sort of teams. See, Australia obviously qualified. They had a good 2-0 win against, was it China? And then they got Japan next. Yeah. So they got a good chance of qualifying. I think
that's good, yeah. Fingers crossed. It's only going to be good for the league here. Beating China's good. I think we need to be winning those games because they've got some tougher ones coming up with Saudi Arabia. So,
is Saudi Arabia good, are they?
I think so. Like, they did well in the World Cup. They beat Argentina.
When I saw Ronaldo popping up in the Saudi League, it's pretty cool when you watch some of them players in there.
Yeah, but they're doing it right. Like, they're keeping a lot of... The players have to be from Saudi Arabia. So, like, there are a lot of people from their country playing in their league. So they're only going to get better playing with all these, unreal
when they have the money to bring in those other high-profile players. Australia and that, they should probably even get rid of the salary cap for the A-League, I reckon. If they want to bring better players in and raise the standard. You're right with the Saudi and letting players actually play from their own nationality or in their league.
Yeah.
But then the actual standard, how much better can it get? But then when you've got that much money, a bit different to here, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. They've got endless amounts of money, so you assume that they're getting the best possible chance to get better, a lot of these players, and playing with the likes of Ronaldo, Benzema. They're going to be improving quickly, I think. A lot of good players there, but the league's never going to really be bigger than the Premier League. No. There's just not enough, like, with the fans, it's not the climate for it. No one wants to live there. Like, it's just not going to be the same. You'd have to get, all the players over there, but that's never really going to happen because it doesn't really mean anything to win the Saudi League, does it?
Nah. The Premier League's definitely the league to be in.
Everyone wants to win the Champions League too, the Champions League, so, coveted to win, and you can't win it if you're not in a European league. So unless they sort of change that, which I never see them doing, I think everyone's going to want to be in one of the top European leagues.
Definitely, yeah. Well, Trent's leaving Liverpool.
He is. I know. Childhood Scouser leaving Liverpool. It's a big deal. I think he's done it in a smart way, although it's not good for a fan of Liverpool or the club itself. Like seeing out your contract, so you get the transfer fee instead of the team. Like he's an expensive player, probably 80 million to 100 million, you reckon?
Yeah, well, at the going rate at the moment, definitely. Yeah, he's been a good performer the last few years.
Yeah, I think if Harry Maguire is 80 million, you know, Trent's way more than 100 million.
Yeah, Harry Maguire. He was quality though, wasn't he? Back then.
He was. I
thought he was quality for England when he played there, and then
he did well. He did have a few good seasons.
And then he just went downhill when he went to United. But everyone seems to go downhill when they go there.
Yeah, they do. It's a tough club to play for sure. He didn't get in the England squad, did he?
No. I don't know why he weren't flying there.
Do you know what?
No,
I think his head didn't fit on the plane, which is unfortunate. But hopefully he can re-see his form that he used to have. Hopefully he can recapture that form because he's had a few good years. But yeah, so Trent leaving, I think a lot of players are doing it now with like whittling down their contracts to the end.
Yeah,
because Trent's obviously an $80 to $100 million player, and if the club's not getting the transfer fee, he's getting a massive sign-on bonus.
He's going to get more money, isn't he? So, but there's only a select few people that can actually do that, though. Like, I guess, well, in saying that, there's some quality players in the Premier League that most teams would take, wouldn't they?
Yeah, for sure. I think a lot of players are now seeing him do it. Like Mbappe's done it. A lot of players have done it. I think a lot of
going to lead on to start doing that.
Yeah, for sure. And the agents do it too, because the agents get a bigger fee.
Yeah.
So they know what they're doing. Like there's gonna be a lot more of this happening. I think where players sort of hold a club to ransom. Like you see Salah, he's seeing out his contract. Van Dijk's seeing out his contract. So Liverpool have lost arguably their three most important players, three of their biggest players.
Probably would sell him for, 400 million, 300 million combined, wouldn't you?
Yeah, 100%. So they're going to lose them all for free. So it's not good, but at least the players are going to be in new Lamborghinis by next week, which I can't hate on.
No. They'll enjoy themselves. But no, it's been not much football on over the last few weeks, so it's been tough to find things to talk about.
It has, yeah. Looking forward to it coming back next week. I think we've got the midweek games on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday, and then games on the weekend, but there's also the FA Cup semi-finals on, which will be interesting.
So, the FA Cup semi-final,
which will tide us over. So we've got a few games this weekend, but hopefully, looking forward to the Premier League next week.
Definitely back. I'm glad to have it back, mate. Like sick of international already. To be fair,
I
do like I have enjoyed international, but I am sick of it.
Yeah.
But an Australian league, I don't think there'll be any football this weekend. Australia Cup is back next week though.
Yeah.
It's been around a little bit for a few of the lower teams.
The lower leagues.
But we come into it next week, so
we're playing next week.
Capalaba. Big game.
The doggies, woof woof.
The doggies. I think they're coming to the Palace down at Coplik, so we'll get them down there. But that's if that game's on. Hopefully the rain stays away.
Oh, that'd be good. Yeah, I might come down and watch it. It's good. I love those little qualification games. Some good games that can happen in those times.
Definitely, yeah. No, there is always some good games. But thanks for listening to this episode. Episode 2. We're back next week. Talk more on everything, really. Yeah, hopefully a bit more Premier League. Episode 3 of Be on the Couch will be next week. And you'll also catch Be on the Ball vlog number 4, which might have a bit of FA Cup action. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Cheers. Can't fight it, don't hide it.